Wood-fired pizza in 60 seconds, wherever you want? I wouldn't believe me either. Introducing the Uni Fire 12 seconds, wherever you want?
All right, y'all. All right. So we're gonna get this thing started, man. If you're in the chat right now, hit the like button. Let me know who's in here or whatever. We're gonna get this thing started. I know I didn't plan this, but nonetheless, we're gonna get the show started. Anyways, as you guys see on my screen right here, this video is being brought to you by the University of Miami Facebook group. That group is ran by my friend Cole Perry, also known on Twitter, Indo Gaines. So basically, like I've been telling you guys for weeks now, make sure you guys go over to this to this Facebook page and join the group. You get all the latest updates on the Miami Hurricanes here. Trust me, it's lit. It's always lit. Y'all don't want to hear nothing about my St. Louis, about my LA Rams right now. What's going on, Taz Asian Canes? What's up, my brother? John Shields, what's going on with you? Just want to give you guys a quick update or whatever. Nonetheless, if you guys haven't seen it before, some of you guys probably already seen this because you follow the Facebook page. So if you haven't already, like I said, the Facebook page right there on the screen, the University of Miami football group. Make sure you guys go and join that group. Trust me, all the latest info on there. BB, what's going on with you? All right, so let's get it started. First off, I want to go back to yesterday. Fall camp started. A lot of stuff happened, a lot of shockers. But, hey, let's get straight into it. So, first things first, you got a little clip right here with James Williams, just a little something. But nonetheless, that ain't what we're here for. But nonetheless, all right, so first bomb that was dropped. When are you going to put your merge back up? What is it? When are you going to put your merge back up, Flacco, older in shirt? Huh? Taz, hit me up on Messenger. I don't really understand what you're saying. What's the word on fall camp? So when are you gonna put your shirt back up? Oh, the shirts I'm still working on. I'm trying to find a better company to basically make the shirts. I had got 2 shirts but basically the quality and everything. The first time I watched it, it kind of got all messed up and stuff. So I'm like, okay, you wash it like maybe 4 or 5 times, and the shirt is basically destroyed. So I didn't like that quality. I didn't want to put it out there. I don't want Kings fans to waste their money and stuff like that, you know. So right now I'm looking for a better company to make these shirts, you know. And, you know, another thing too, I'm trying to make sure the price is as low as possible, because most of the companies I've been running into to make these shirts, it's been like too much. I literally want them to charge you guys the least amount of money as possible. So, anyways, whenever that happened, bro, trust me, you don't even have to put in an order, man. You one of the people that's gonna get one for free off rip. But anyways, let's see. First thing my boy Cole Perry posted. Manny Diaz says offensive tackle John Campbell has a serious knee injury this summer, and that's why he's not out today. So practice, you know, fall camp, he wasn't out there. That's you know, terrible news, but nonetheless, John Campbell's wasn't at practice. What it do? What's going on, boss? How you doing? All right. So okay. So video I made yesterday basically introduced this guy here to you. Miami added former Maryland defensive tackle to the recruiting staff. Now, when I saw this, I did a little research on him. You know, find out basically read the articles on some of the things that he's done. This guy was basically committed to, you know, Maryland, the Terps, in 2017. But, you know, medical history, medical reasons, he couldn't play football anymore. You know how that go. Basically, kind of what happened to what's his name? Kind of what happened to Jalen Phillips when he was over at you know, UCLA or whatever. So basically, this guy now is coming on at Miami as basically a defensive line recruiting staff intern. So, you know, we'll have some more help recruiting defensive tackles. If you guys go to the page and you go to this article, you can read about all the guys that this guy's been training. This guy has good connections with a lot of top defensive tackles and defensive linemen in general. So this is a guy that is going to be on the staff, and, you know, you might want to get to know him a little bit. But Miami's brought him on. Kane Zay, what's going on with you? What's going on, boss? All right, you guys already know about Malik Williams. That's more on the recruiting side, but we're going to try to stay focused today on camp. So this one, I definitely want you guys' opinion on this one. So interesting. First team, defensive line. Johnson, Miller, Ford, McLeod. What are your guys' thoughts on this defensive line, especially, you know, first team McLeod? How you guys feeling? Do you guys think that, you know, he's gonna hold that first team throughout the whole camp, or is it just one of those seniority thing? Do you think at the end of this camp, McLeod is gonna be starting at defensive end? Let me know how y'all feeling. Bahamas, what's going on with you, boss? How you doing, my guy? What's up with you? John Kennedy says, Edrin James Hall of Fame. Yep, absolutely. Another one. DJ Khaled. Another one. You know, for Edrin, this for Edrin James right here. This for Edrin James. All right. So another Hall of Famer added to the list. Not to mention, I think I seen a video also of Jimmy Johnson, you know, being, you know, praised and everything. I think I forgot who the guy that they had basically come out and made the announcement. I think it was Bradshaw, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all let me know. I seen the video. I just can't remember names and everything. But yeah, defensive line. Johnson, Miller, Ford, McLeod. How you guys feeling? Y'all think McLeod's gonna hold that spot down? Y'all think he's gonna stay on first team, or do y'all think it's more of a seniority slash? I ain't even know slash, just seniority. Do y'all think he deserved to start over, Harvey and all those other guys? Now, Cam Williams, of course, is not on the active roster, basically, and Cam Williams have hit the transfer portal. Basically, though, Cam's grades, man, it's about his grades. It's not that he's done anything terrible to the team or anything like that. It's basically his grades. So you already know you don't go to class, you don't keep up your grades. Miami got a standard. Miami got an academic standard that you got to meet, and when you don't meet it, that's tough. Next man up, get it together, and you're right back on the team. But Cam instead hit the transfer portal. Now, I did see a tweet from Cam yesterday, kind of throwing some salt at the University of Miami and recruiting or whatever. But that tweet was deleted by Cam himself. But basically, it was saying like, basically, wait till the recruits find out. Trying to say like, hey, whatever we selling ain't it. Whatever we selling them ain't what's really going on. That's some tough salt to be thrown at a time like this, especially when we in the height of recruiting. But it is what it is. Cam Williams hit the portal. He's not on the active roster. Grades don't meet. That's tough. That's the same way. DJ Holly, as you guys see, the guy that normally be dancing on the sideline and whatever. Grades didn't meet. He hit the transfer portal. That's tough. Now, another guy that's not on the active roster, but that's more for personal reasons, is Jeremiah Payton. A lot of you guys, I know, even myself, had high hopes for Jeremiah Payton, but Jeremiah Payton is no longer on the active roster. His number 12 has actually been given away already. I think Brashard Smith. I think Brashard has it now. So, that's tough. Now, Jeremiah Payton did tweet out that today he did tweet out. I saw he tweeted that basically he didn't quit. He didn't quit. He'll be back. He didn't quit. So whatever the situation with Jeremiah Payton, I hope he gets it together. I hope he take care of that and, come back and compete. But right now we got a lot of wide receivers in that room. Those guys are hungry. And, hey, next man up mentality. Take care of yourself, Jeremiah, whatever it is that you're going through. So I'm taking whatever does well and can, no favoritism. Yeah. Basically, hopefully, the best man get put on the field. No favoritism, no seniority. Get out there, compete. Like they saying, the linebacking position, totally wide open. Anybody could be the starter. It's no – okay, from Manny's own words, there's no what happened in last season coming over to this season. So basically – fresh competition. No holds bar. All position is open. Everybody, it's up for the taking. Nobody has any guaranteed spot. So I heard Miller on deal making noise. Yeah, man, that dude Miller, the transformation that he's made. Philly, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. That transformation is amazing, man. Dude is a beast right now. Hey, T2Y, when you're doing a collab with Big Dog from Bama, close to game time, yeah, I'm going to set something up with him pretty soon, Miami versus Alabama. I'll be at the game in Alabama. Basically, I got a bet with him that if Miami loses to Alabama, I'm going to have to come on live wearing a Alabama stick on my forehead and, do that for the whole live video talking about the game versus, Miami and Alabama. So I don't want to do that. So Miami, please Please go out there and win this game. You know, do it for me. Yeah, and it's the other way around too. If Miami beats Alabama, he'll have to come live with that, U on his forehead. Now that'll be tough right there. You put that U on it, I'm gonna have to screenshot that. I'm gonna have to, do something with that. Man, Star Morning, what's going on, boss? What up with you? How you doing, boss? How y'all doing, man? Hey, man, make sure y'all check out Storm Morning, man. That's a dynamic duo right there. Nice content, great debates. So make sure y'all check out their channel, Storm Morning. All right, so let's move it along a little bit. So hold on. So nobody don't have anything to say about this first team defensive line. Nobody, everybody accept it for what it is. No naysay, no questions, nothing on this whole McLeod starting at defensive end. Everybody's okay with McLeod coming in starting at defensive end. It's kind of like you at the wedding and they say, "Speak now, forever hold your peace." Let me know. Y'all okay with it? Y'all think he's gonna hold that spot down? Let me know. Star Morning, I'm not sure if you're busy or not, but I'll put the link in the chat and you can come on in, and pretty much help me run this thing if you want. But just let me know. Let me know, and I'll put the link in the chat for you so you can come on with me, man. If you're not busy, that is. Let me see. It said I haven't watched any camp clips. Been too busy, so I hope coaches know what they're doing. Yeah, they're doing what they're doing. DVD out there getting down with them boys. So you trust me. I think there's some clips on here too, but nonetheless, man. All right, so nobody ain't got no problem with the defensive line. Everybody cool with it. We're gonna move on from it. So yeah, we pretty much talked about this already. Defensive end Cameron is not on the active roster right now. He's in the transfer portal. So good luck to him wherever he lands. That's tough. Wherever he lands, that's tough. Good luck, young man. Hey, just don't do the negativity stuff, man. All right, so George over Jalen Harrell. Kaboom. That's a nice catch right there. That was a nice catch right there. Camp, I'm telling you, man, camp is heating up. Camp is heating up. We got hold on, let me move it off the video. I don't want to play it too many times. Might get copyright. All right, so let me see. Oh, yeah. Best man get the job. Didn't he play DN in high school? Yeah, he did play DN in high school. That is true. So, but he hasn't been playing at that position or practicing at that position for a while now. So, hold on. Let me put the link in the chat. So, I'm not sure he's as sharp, because basically it's like a knife or a tool that hasn't been used or has been put to the side. And what happened with that. If you don't sharpen it and stuff like that, it's gonna get dull. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Like I said, these remember, this is just the first day of camp. Nothing is set in stone. None of these first team that you're seeing right now, that might not be it at the beginning of the Alabama game. So keep that in mind. There's not much to say until the put on pads start hitting. I mean, it's nice they're getting reps, but no contact, it's hard to judge. Exactly, Berkey. That's what I'm saying. Wait till they get closer to our game time to where coaches got to make that decision of who's going to start, and it's going to be a final decision. But like I said, knowing Manny Diaz, most of the time, we probably going to know these things around game time. That's just how the games go. You don't want teams to really know your hand before you even play it. So might be at the last minute we know who's starting. We might even find out who's starting at the actual game when they come out and line up. So that's tough too. Say, hope they know what they're doing. Absolutely. Hey. I appreciate that, boss. Appreciate you, Al. Say, Liza, hit that like button. Go Canes. Yeah, last squad. Hit that like button, people. If you haven't already hit the like button, hit that like button. It's appreciated. It helps the channel to grow, help other people to see the channel. So appreciate each and every one of y'all that do that. You know, if you haven't already, please do so. Like, share, subscribe. All right. So I got my boy here. What's going on with you, A Black?
Chilling. What's happening, man? What's going on?
All right, chilling, man. Basically, well, you on the page too, right? Cole Perry's page, the University of Miami Football. Like I'm telling these guys, man, make sure they go over there and join the page. Trying to help push my brother's page. Plus, he gives all the updates, updates, and he's on time.
Yeah, he gives great content, great updates for what's going on in camp right now. He just posted something not too long ago about King just killing it in 707. He was like 4 for 4. Him and Keyshawn, there it is right there. Him and Keyshawn Smith has been, working together and developing a great chemistry. So yeah, man, go shoot up my man Cole Perry. Go like the page, subscribe, and be a member on Facebook so you get them up to date reports on what's going on in camp, man.
Yeah, Berger said, I honestly hope Manny doesn't make the lineup public till game time. This one, I agree with you. If we was playing a Duke or somebody like that and he posted the game and he didn't post it game time, it's understandable. But you don't want Nick Saban to know anything ahead of time. You don't want him to scheme up anything ahead of time.
Right.
Make sure he has to go into that locker room and come back out. But don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. No preparation tool.
Nah, that's facts, man. Like, hey, and who knows that first team lineup, smoke screens. You know what I'm saying? Look, you gotta give everybody the opportunity to perform, either to swim or sink. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really tripping when I saw the lineup and certain players. I'm like, it's first day of camp. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give everybody the opportunity, and then once that plastic start clicking and clacking, that's gonna show the real truth. Who really are them dogs and that deserve to be on that first team?
Yes, sir. Right now, man, it's basically like they in the trenches.
Right.
Right now, somebody trying to emerge. You gotta get through the dirt spots to come out clean.
Right. And from what from some of the stuff that I saw and reading, like especially on like the Twitterverse, they saying them young guys, them young receivers, they coming to take somebody's spot. You know what I'm saying? Like the dream of playing college football is good. It's awesome. But it's like them freshman wide receivers, they more about nightmares because they coming to take somebody's spot. They trying to be somebody's nightmare. And I'm all for it. If it's gonna make the team better, then let's rock.
Yes, sir. Miami Flo, what's going on with you, boss? How you doing, man? I can see your message on the regular message, but I can't see it on StreamYard. I don't know why. But I see it on the regular. It said, "What's good, boys? Hit the like button with 2 fire emojis." I appreciate that. Appreciate you, Miami Flo. What's going on with you, man? Yeah, so
Flo, what's going on, champ?
All right. Let me see here. I agree with Don Chaney Sr. Our boys not scared of Bama at all. We coming to fight, period. And that's what I've been telling Kings fans all season, man. A lot of them think we're gonna lose that game. I'm like, hey, you don't lose until you play. You don't lose until that clock hits 0. So until then, we got a fighting chance. I'm rolling with the Canes until the end. So if we end up going out there and losing, hey, it is what it is. But if we go out there and win, I'm gonna be one of them guys that say, hey, I had faith in y'all. I believe in y'all. I went in my own bank account and put money on y'all. So it's tough.
Right, and it's funny because that's what me and my co-host of our show, Stormworm, and my man Groove, we talk about that the whole time. It's like, yo, mostly everybody on our team, Nick Saban recruited. So, we got 4 or 5-star players too. You know what I'm saying? We play football too. So ain't nobody afraid of Bama. Ain't nobody afraid of Bama. Like I always say, man, let's line that ish up on the 50 and let's play ball.
Like I've been telling them, man, look at Alabama for what Alabama is. Stop looking at the name. Stop looking at what they've done in the past. They're going into this game. Offense is totally suspect. Nobody with no experience. They got a quarterback that ain't never made a complete pass in his career.
Right.
So going into this thing, man, it's up for grabs.
And not to mention, their whole secondary, their corners are going to be new. They lost a lot of production in their secondary.
It's like I've been telling all the Alabama fans, I want all the smoke.
Yeah, we want it all. Every last bit of it.
All the smoke. Hey, until y'all beat us, y'all ain't shutting me up. But
right.
We're going to move on with this one. That's a little recruiting right there. All right, so first team corner, Ivy and Couch. Second team, Stevenson and Dunson. So to me, when I saw this, I thought it was a little shocker for me. Because, with Tariq Stevenson, I thought he was going to be first team. I thought it probably would have been a toss-up between Ivy and Al Blade, which today I found out, even through Manny's press conference, he said Al Blade is basically limited. He's coming back in, taking his little time to, adjust and get back to full, because, his condition or whatever.
Right, from COVID.
So, man, was this a shocker to you, man? Ivy, Couch?
It only shocker to me was that Tyreek wasn't on first team, and I think that's just like, all right, you a transfer, a heavily sought out transfer. We ain't just gonna give you the starting role. We want to see if we want to see you dog for it, you earn it. Which I think come opening day against Bama, Tyreek the Freak Stevenson will be cornerback number 1. But I like that Dunson is in the 2 deep. I like that. Dunson is in the 2 deep.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy because honestly, like I said, I thought Stevenson would have been first team. I thought maybe, Couch or even Ivy is there, but it's like this was a shocker. This one caught me off guard. I didn't expect not to see Steven in the first team, but like I said, it's first day of camp. Competition gonna heat up, and we'll find out who's gonna really be the starters on September 4th.
Right.
And nonetheless, too, you got to keep in mind none of these positions that you see, first team, second team, or anything like that, they're all liable to change.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I heard you earlier speaking on the linebackers. So, that's the position that I'm keying on, like that linebacker position. Who gonna stand up and be LB1 in the middle? Who gonna stand up and grab that middle spot? Grab the bull by the horn, so to speak, and stake claim to be in that middle. Because everybody that's a Hurricane fan know that middle backer position at Miami has been held by arguably some of the greatest players to ever play this game. Mm-hmm. So that's a big deal at the University of Miami. Of course, with a couple other positions, but that middle linebacker is important.
Yeah, absolutely. A guy that's no longer on the staff came down here and said it himself. T. Will, this is linebacker U.
Exactly.
We got to make it like that again. So that linebacking position, totally open. Manny said basically, if any other position is not fully wide open, the linebacking position is. So we're going to see how it play out, man. It's everybody for themselves. It's
right.
Dog eat dog, but, still a team, at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah. And whoever wins it, they won it. It wasn't given to them. They won it, you know?
Exactly. Full competition, no favoritism. Hey, best man up. We spoke about this earlier. Jeremiah Payton also no longer on the roster for personal reason, whatever those personal reasons are. Manny hasn't said, but he said that, basically Peyton is not on the roster. But Peyton also tweeted out today basically saying that he didn't quit. He'll be back. So
I saw that too.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see, hope him the best at the end of the day, man. All right, so wide receivers. I've been saying this all offseason. Rambo, Harley, and who's going to be the next guy up? Well, the starters came out. First team, Rambo, Harley, Smith, Keyshawn Smith. So that's our 3 wide receivers as of right now. It could change by the end of camp. It's competition. But I did see a lot of wide receivers out there, making strides, like freshman Brashard Smith. That one-hand catch that you guys seen, that was Brashard Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Bad man in town. I think the caption for it was something about who needs 2 hands when you can catch with one or something like that.
Yeah. I saw that. Yep.
I was like, man, that's dope. Yeah, but wide receivers, man. Now let me ask you this, A Black. Let's just say game starts. This is the what you call it, the lineup, the first team.
Right.
Who do you think gonna be on that second?
Restrepo for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Restrepo. If Pope continues to improve like they said he's been doing so far, I think Pope would be out there. And Brashard, man. I mean Romello. I'm sorry, Romello Brinson.
Yeah.
Romello Brinson. But Pope and Brashard can both. It could go either way with one of them.
Yeah, from what I've been hearing too, the inconsistencies with Pope and Wiggin, it hasn't stopped.
So yeah, so if that's the case, then it would be Romello Brinson, Restrepo, and either Jacoby George or Bernard Smith.
And I got somebody in the back room. I'm not sure who it is. Let's see.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, man?
So I just joined the stream. So what are we talking about right now? So
we're talking. Hold on. You said you're what?
Sorry, my mic's not doing good. Actually, I'll just leave since my mic's not working.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, but back to what we were saying. that was kind of weird. So yeah, wide receiving. If the game were to start today, this is what we'd be seeing: Rambo, Harley, Smith.
But at the end of the day, I think we're so deep at wide receiver with young men that can actually go in and contribute and play.
I'm sorry, man, but if you watch those days, then you
not little Timmy. Yeah, I know, right? Yes.
Oh, man. Hey, Liberty City boy, you shut out for that one.
But yeah, man, I think we so deep with talented young men that can come in and contribute and play and make plays for us at wide receiver. Just like at tight end, I believe, we're deep. We're deeper at tight end this year, with Mallory, Arroyo Hodges, and Khalil Brentley. So, I think we can just roll individuals in the game and not miss a beat, so to speak.
Yeah, I think with Reed Lashley's up-tempo offense, we're gonna see a lot of rotation. A lot of these guys gonna get some play time. A lot of them gonna get the chance to, prove themselves, separate themselves from the pack, kind of deal. Especially with the wide receivers too.
Right.
Because we pretty much last season kind of seen that a little bit more on the running back side with his fresh, up-tempo offense. We kind of got to see 3 running backs on a constant base. So we'll see how it rolls out at wide receiver this year, tight end position too.
Right.
Hopefully, we see some packages where they got some 2 wide receiver sets. I mean,
Yeah.
two
tight end sets. Yeah.
So, all right, chat kind of moving pretty fast. All right, let me see. Okay, so yeah, Kitchen with the interception on Garcia. Garcia rolled out and threw the pick. So for those of y'all that was wondering who Manny was talking about in the interview when he said Cam Kitchens basically had an interception. So that interception was thrown by Garcia. You know, that's tough, but bounce back, keep it going. I do think Garcia, my personal opinion, don't have to be everybody else's, but I do believe that Garcia is the quarterback of the future for the Hurricanes. But, tough on his behalf for the interception, but great play by Cam Kitchens.
Yeah, Cam Kitchens is a baller. He can be a baller. James Williams, they said, has been looking good too.
Yeah.
And I seen some drills when he was in his drills. I'm like, everybody was so concerned how he gonna look look, the man looked fluid. The man got loose hips. Like, yo, man, let's stop pegging him as a DN or a linebacker. First, let him prove that he can't be a safety first.
Right. I've been seeing that talk going around a lot. A lot of people saying that, he could play multiple positions, but he wants to play safety.
Right.
He's been playing safety. He was the number 1 safety. Why are we trying to convert him from safety?
Exactly. Well, let him first realize he can't play that position. Everybody's trying to automatically, we're going to push him we want that striker. We want him at backer. We want him at end. Let the young man try safety.
Terrible situation, but Williams is no longer here. The other Williams. Avante is no longer here.
Right.
So it's not like we're too deep at that position to where we want to try him somewhere else. No. Let him play at the position that he's been dominating. Let him go out there, compete for it. If the coaches and him come to the decision that, okay, maybe you do need to try something else, then they'll come to that decision. But as far as right now, you're talking about the number 1 safety in the class.
Right.
Come on, man. Leave him where he's at.
Right. Let him go out there and let him learn. Let him learn. He wasn't even on campus yet, and people was already having that discussion. Is he best suited for linebacker or DN? Like, come on, man. Cam Chancellor, that used to be part of Legion of Boom, was 6'4", over 220 pounds, and he played safety.
Mm-hmm.
And he was an enforcer.
All right, so you guys already know competition at wide receiver is for 2nd and 3rd string. It ain't for 1st string. Manny, in his press conference, said straight up, King is the starter. King is quarterback 1. Ain't nothing changing that. King is starting game 1, period. So anybody wants to say, maybe Tyler Van Dyke or maybe Garcia could step up and take that role, it's going to be 2nd string. They're going to take up 2nd string. King is the starter. Manny, that's Manny's words, not mine. Manny's words. Press conferences out there, you go and watch it. He said it plain and simple. King is the starter. Backup role, Garcia, and all the other guys, that's what they fighting for. So King is back. King is out there rolling, man. Looks good, making jukes and everything like that. So Manny even said at points he thought he was about to take off. But hey, no, when you come off an injury like that, I don't know if the mind is where it used to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because going down the field and getting hit, and then boom, you're back to square one, and you're back to that pain that you just got away from. I don't know. And honestly, terrible to think about, but if it happens again, that's pretty much his career. That's pretty much his career. This is his last shot. This is his last year. No more eligibility. So this basically is go all in.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, he at this point, when he step on the field, he probably thinking I ain't worried about that. I'm trying to ball. I'm trying to get my dollars up. I'm trying to prove all these national writers and scouts. I'm trying to prove them all wrong. All the ESPN analysts who want to make jokes about Miami, like that guy that used to play at Ohio Cheat State. Oh, Miami who? Oh, Miami who? They better go back to the 90s. Like, bruh, we don't got to go back to the 90s. We can go back to that greatest team of ever and it'll mop every Alabama team that ever existed. But we ain't going to go there. But just the disrespect that we get day to day from the national media, it's going to come to a stop. Yeah. When we shock the world, bro, when we go to Atlanta and we shock the world, then, it's funny because my son was just talking about this maybe 20 minutes ago. He said, yeah, Dad, when we beat Alabama, you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, well, Alabama's breaking in a new offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. They're breaking in a new quarterback. They're breaking in a bunch of new wide receivers. One wide receiver that's a transfer, so he doesn't really have the continuity with the quarterback who's also new. He said they're going to make up every excuse except for saying Miami won the game.
Exactly. It's going to be all kind of, Alabama's inexperienced. Miami has 91% coming back, blah, blah, blah. Alabama lost their own offense. They're going to make them excuses for them. But when we've been saying it all season, that's the reason why we could win the game. Oh, nah. They don't want to hear that.
Nope. They never do.
That's the narrative.
They never do, man. They never do. They never want to give us our props, our due respect. But this man here that you got on the screen, bigger. Yes. Hey, Miller, if you ever see this, I personally, brother, want to give you a salute to your overall fitness and your determination to be committed to getting your body right. Young man, you look incredible, Holmes. You can tell you were disciplined and you were serious about this game of football and just overall health and changing your body, man. Salute to you, champ. So I hope you and I want you to, I hope and expect for you to ball out this year, homie.
Yeah, man. That right there, that's a testimony.
Yes.
A testimony in its home right there.
Right.
If you don't believe you could get developed at Miami, this man is a testimony. Jalen Phillips, testimony. A lot of those guys, it's what Philly do. It's what he do. You got to give him credit. I posted a picture earlier of basically the Miami line and the Florida State line. It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference.
That was you who posted that.
Man, I put my foot on Florida State neck every chance I get.
Hey, look, when you posted that, right? I said to myself, I said, yo, why is T2Y posting a high school offensive line with Florida State colors, yo? I'm like, what are you? I'm like, and then when I read the caption, I was like, yo, that's Florida State's offensive line?
Man, you see why they've been in trouble for the past couple of years.
Right.
So we got Bergie in the back. Bergie, what's going on with you, boss? How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
All right. How you doing, Bergie?
Good. I've been sitting here watching a little bit of UFC. Wanted to jump in and talk some football. So let's do this.
That's what's up.
All right, man. How you feeling about Jordan Miller here, man? Look at the transformation.
Anytime you can see a dude do that to himself, you got to be proud of him, man. I mean, that's just work right there, And for me, I'm glad he's able to do that to himself. Let's see it translate to the field, It's good. It's good to look like a Greek Adonis, play like a Greek Adonis, That's what I'm saying. So it's good. I mean, because even let's say the kid never plays football again a day in his life, for him to do what he did to himself, to look like that, more power to him.
Hold on. Hey, Coach Feely, how much you charge? Can I even afford you? Man, transformation. testimony.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Feely is the water, right? Feely's the water. Jordan Miller is the horse. Diaz is the person. I could bring you to him, but I can't make you drink that water. You have to buy in and trust that water is going to do what it's supposed to do to get you right and put you in the best position to see the field. And he has to trust it. He has to trust the process. And from that picture, it looks like that young man has definitely trusted the process that's been presented to him.
Yeah. For real. I mean, he did this last year. I mean, if you remember last year, before the beginning of last year, you saw the transformation starting to take place with Miller. I mean, he was the first picture in 91, that was, I think, when he first got here. So he already started his transformation, and now to see where he is now, I mean, the kid looks like he's got 5% body fat on him right now compared to that first picture. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's a lot of work, man. And again, more power to the kid. Sorry, young man, not a kid, young man, I should say.
You say Feely got them boys on roids. Oh, stop it.
No, he doesn't.
They only do that at Clemson.
Right.
Oh, man.
Right. Facts about the Clemson thing.
I don't even want to get onto that subject, man, because we know everybody does a little something on the side. And, I'm not going to say we do it too, but,
I remember I remember back in 96, remember when Jerry Rice tore his knee in the game, and he was like, look, man, he said about 85 to 90% of football players, they doing a little extra to get back. Period. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So we got here kickoff return pairing Harley Restrepo, and then you got Keyshawn and Couch, and then you got Rambo and Stevenson.
Yeah, I've been following the CIS thread that's concerning the second practice pretty much for a few hours now since I've been home, and they're trying a lot of everybody out on everything. I mean, they're really putting everybody through the ringer right now to see who's up to speed and who wants it. And I don't know.
They need to put Malik Curtis back there.
I haven't heard his name at all so far. Like I said, I've been watching this thread all day. I have not heard his name once, so I have no idea if he's even practicing right now. I will say my personal pick, I want to see Brashad Smith. That's just me. I want to see him take kicks and whatnot, but from what's being said that I'm hearing is that they're looking at Tyreek Stevenson probably nailing down punt return duties and possibly him splitting time with somebody else on kick returns. But again, this is real early stuff, so who knows?
Right.
Last season we got a little glimpse of Restrepo, not too much back there. We didn't really get to see him do much. Most of the kicks was fair catch or whatever. And we did get a little bit of Harley too. So it's going to be interesting. That's another position that's wide open. As you can see, they're trying to pair up everybody. So we'll see who comes out against Alabama. Most likely we won't know until game time.
I agree.
All right. Say Jason Bissett, who retired from football, is walking around practice today.
Did he officially completely retire, or is he just not playing? I don't remember hearing that he's completely out of it.
I think he gonna wind up coming back. I think, because I read somewhere where he was saying he was missing it, and if he can, if he can pass, medically, because it's almost like the same thing with Jalen Phillips. He had concussion issues, so he set out that year. So maybe that's what's going on with him, and he may come back. I mean, I would like to have him back because I thought he was going to be pretty productive this year, So
well, I look at it like this: if he needs to sit out a year, by all means, do it because he gets the extra year with what happened last year with COVID. So he gets that automatic run back. So if you need time to heal yourself and get yourself in better shape, by all means, take the time and do it, and then come back. But we'll see. I don't know.
Okay, so they also say Jalen and Brashard are pairing on kickoff. So yeah, they're pretty much trying everything they can to see who would fit naturally.
Yeah, they trying to, from seeing all of that, they trying to see what two will give them the most explosive return game possible.
And now, now Cheney and Cam are at kickoff. So, like I said, they're trying everything. They're trying everybody. They're basically trying to get the best guy they can.
Yeah,
That's been a position of question for some years now.
right. And we need somebody back there that's a threat. So on punt returns, it'll make that punter not one punt to them and give us a short field automatically.
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason why I want Brashard back there, because for his size, he is extremely well built and he has speed on top of it. I think his body is made for that kind of position coming in as a freshman.
Right.
I just think that would work. But again, I'm all for the open, the open practice concept, which is, let the best man take it. But yeah, like I said, I've been reading about it. They got everybody doing everything, and they're doing it with all positions. I mean, I read at one point they had Steed and Jennings in at linebacker at the same time, and they were getting burned by Mallory. Looks like I just got bounced. Oh, I'm back. And it looks like they were getting burned by Mallory pretty bad. So they're trying a lot of everybody at every position right now.
Yeah. All right. So first team, 11 on 11. Left tackle Nelson, left guard Rivers, center Gaynor, right guard Donaldson, and right tackle Williams.
Right tackle Wiggins?
No, Williams.
Oh, Williams. I thought you said Wiggins. Huh?
Hey, I'm not. Hey,
that would be a disaster.
I mean,
if you can't catch the ball, maybe you can catch a layup.
I mean, look, he probably catch a block. I mean, well, no, let me
stop. Let me stop. Hey, Wiggins, if you're watching this, I apologize, man.
But I'm not surprised by that. But I just wonder what DJ Scaife is doing. You know what I mean? If he's in the mix, or the transfer from UNLV, Justice is in the mix at one, somewhere. But yeah.
Offensive line is going to be the hardest thing to probably predict right now. Like I was saying before in the chat, is like with them just not in pads and not hitting, you really can't, see who's really doing what, because with them you need to see who can hit, who can move people. Right. That's that position. So that's going to come, obviously. But yeah, again, it's nice to see that they're getting everybody their reps and they're just putting everybody through the motions. So bring it on.
I think they're just in uppers right now, helmets and shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Because I read another article where they were talking about when they were doing one-on-ones with the line and the D line, and how the O line pretty much was holding their own against some of our defensive linemen. So that's always to me that's always good news.
All right, so before we move on to first team again, once again, I like to say this is basically off the page, the University of Miami football group. Make sure you go to Facebook and hit a follow. All the updates are on here as soon as they happen. It's ran by my guy Cole Perry, so make sure you go out and join the group. Also, you can follow him on Twitter at Endo Games. So make sure you guys do that, man. All the latest updates on the Miami Hurricane football, you don't want to miss out. All right, so first team, you got Harris, running back, tight end Mallory, wide receiver, you got Harley, Rambo, and Keyshawn Smith. How you guys feeling?
Hell yeah, give me Keyshawn all day long.
Look, I'm great with that. I spoke about that on our show on Thursday when we were talking about the position battles, and I was like, I want to see who grabs the number 3 receiver, and I said Keyshawn Smith is my pick to take that to grab that role as the number 3 guy and run with it. So I'm cool with that. All I see right there is explosion from the receivers right there. That's what I see. That's what I see, T2I.
So Big Chuck here says, Big Chuck the Great says, I would run 6 offline against Bama. What you guys think?
6 offensive linemen? Is that what he means?
Yeah.
Yeah. That what he mean? Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm spreading. No, you ain't gonna. You don't want to get in a phone booth with them.
What?
You
I don't want to do that.
You want to spread Alabama out and make their defense cover the whole field, especially that secondary. That's gonna be shaky. That's gonna be real shaky. So you want to stretch them out.
I think if we line up six offensive line, it's an automatic run. It's an automatic run.
Right.
They go. Okay, running the ball. Ain't no way in hell.
We put 6 offensive linemen out there. Alabama's just going to stack the line completely and blitz the living hell out of us, and it won't be a damn thing we can do about it. We'll get killed like that. Are you kidding me?
Right. That's what I said. We spread them out. You spread the field.
The most like 2 yards.
Right. Like I said, man, spread the field, make their defense cover the whole field.
Yeah. I've been reading so far they're saying that Keyshawn and Restrepo have just been lighting it up. That both of those guys are like really, and Redding as well, and Redding is having so far a very good 2 days. So
well, that's
it's
good.
nice. Yeah.
That's big. That's big, Bergie. That's big.
I seen a photo of one of the catches that Restrepo made. I had to save it, man. I don't know if y'all could see that.
Oh, the layout. Yeah, I read about that too, that he did a couple of different layouts that he just looks sick doing it, man. Yeah, Restrepo's playing really good.
It's no joke, man. I was like, I saved that for I was like, I gotta make a thumbnail with that one. That's dope.
Hey, look, man, people don't believe in upsets. Well, they will at 7:00 Saturday, September 4th, at the end of that game. Yeah.
They're gonna go into watching Georgia versus Clemson with a shocked mouth, like this game better live up to what I just seen.
hey, T2Y, they're gonna be like, yo, we just woke the hibernating bear. Yo, you don't poke the bear. So. You don't poke the bear while he's sleeping.
You know the narrative gonna be after that game if we beat Bama.
Excuse.
Is the U back? Is the U back?
Right.
It's gonna be all over the place.
They're saying that right now.
You back?
I tell you what. I do tell you what though. Once we beat Bama, Appalachian State is in trouble. Appalachian State is in trouble because they coming to the Rock. Do you imagine what that crowd is gonna be like after we beat Alabama and we come home to play after beating Alabama? Or the Rock is gonna be crazy that day.
All right, so we got a question here.
I hope so.
Defense if Alabama comes out in 22 personnel.
The best 11 guys.
Yeah, the best 11.
The best 11 guys.
I can't tell you who it's going to be right now, to be honest with you.
I have no idea.
We got to watch these camps play out.
Because trust, with Bama's offensive coordinator, Bill O'Brien, they're going to come out. They're going to run 22 personnel at some point.
See, we got the Florida State fan. He just want to come in here and pick. Says Miami and Alabama's at 3:30 for a reason. Well, I got something for you, Mr. Florida State fan.
We back. Florida State is back. Florida State gonna show that Saturday. We're gonna show that Saturday.
Yeah, Mr. Richardson. Until y'all start getting some linemen that don't look like DBs, you come in here and run your mouth.
Oh man. Running back starting is right now is Harris. Rightfully so, I think. But we got great running backs, man. Jalen Knighton, Don Chaney, I think, is still a little bit banged up from the injury.
He's been playing.
Yeah, I heard he's been playing, but I'm not sure if he's starter material right now based off, the injury, and he didn't get too much practice.
Understand.
But we also got Ted Frank and
Dad Franklin and Cody Brown.
Cody Brown, right. Now, I haven't heard much about Cody Brown or Ted Frank, so right now I guess we roll it with the big three that we had last year.
And I heard Rooster's been killing it too.
Yeah. I've heard him and Cameron have both been playing very, very well. And like I said about Chaney, I've been reading that he's been running with first team on and off. I mean, like I said, they're cycling everybody through. So Chaney is getting plenty of burn out there. So, whether that, again, because they're not in pads, obviously he's not getting hit. So he can, cover his injury a little bit. But he's out there. I mean, it's always a good thing when the guy's out there running. So I'll take it.
And the tight end position, you got Mallory.
Hold on. Can you highlight your man Richardson, his last comment? Because I think he's smoking some real bad stuff. He said they won more championships than Miami. Are you kidding me?
I think he means ACC championships.
Yeah, we know he ain't talking about national championships.
No.
I think he only got what, 3?
Richardson.
I believe it's 3 to our 5.
Yeah, 3 to our 5, and it should be 3 to our 6.
Yeah, Richardson, I think you earned this one.
Shut your stupid ass up.
Yeah, he definitely earned that one, yeah. Hey, hit him with that one more time, Chichi. Hit him with that one more time, brother. Hit him with that.
Shut your stupid ass up. Say it.
There you go.
That's always funny, man. I love that. That's really
There you
good.
go.
Oh man, that's a rotation with first team defense today. Harvey and Chance on the edge, Flag and
Keontre,
the backs, and Hunt and Nesta defensive tackles.
And then add Frierson at striker, if I'm correct, right?
It didn't say, but I'm pretty much gonna guess that. Yeah.
I think it was Frierson started at striker as well.
I mean, I love Keontre at will. I love that he's playing. He played that in high school. That's what he played in high school.
He's
So
fast and closes, man.
Yeah, exactly. I want to hear about Chase Smith though. I want to hear what he's doing.
I heard him and what was his name? It blanks me right now, but him and somebody else were basically running with third string for whatever reason. I don't know if maybe they were just, leaving him out. Maybe there was just a little something going on, but he hasn't gotten as much burn as everybody else with like first and second string. Again, it's just what I've been reading, so don't take it to heart, but I don't know. But it was Chase and it was somebody else. I forgot who the other person was. I can't think of his name right now.
Okay, all right.
But I want to see Chase out there. I mean, that kid's just got talent beyond. Maybe, like I said, they're just holding him back a little bit. I don't know, but he's going to be a big time player once the season gets going. I don't think we need to worry about that at all.
Nah, not at all. Nah, trust me, he gonna make his way into that rotation because he's just that talented.
I do think Flags is definitely going to be a starter, but that's just for now. We'll see how it play out, but I do think he'll be a starter. I think position is for him and for him to lose if he does.
Look at it this way. Let's do process of elimination. Who else is going to play middle linebacker unless he's hurt? Who else can start? Nobody. I mean, we literally have nobody else but him to do the job right now. So unless he gets hurt, I can't see anybody else. We're going to put Jennings or Steed as a starter. Steed has been playing well. I'm not knocking him, but I don't know if he's like full-blown starter material.
And Bradley Jennings.
No, I don't want Bradley Jennings.
Maybe he'll look a little different. He had a full year to rehab again to get his hip right. So maybe he improves.
I don't want to knock the guy. I don't, not at all. But when I hear Bradley Jennings, I think Zach McLeod, and for some reason those two are just tied together at the hip for me right now. And that's a combination I don't want to see on the field together. I'm sorry. That's just me.
It's kind of like Sneed, man. Kind of like Wayman Sneed too. It's like
Wayman's been hurt so much throughout his career that he's never been able to get consistency behind him. So you want to root for the kid, you really do. But it's like, come on, man, just give me a solid season of not being hurt and let's do it already. And I think did he get to keep his junior year? Is he a senior now? I don't even know what year he is anymore.
Well, yeah, he gets to keep his junior year. Everybody got to pretty much play for free last year.
Right. No. But I didn't know what year he actually was. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think he's a junior.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a 5th-year guy as of right now.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, so got second team Reading caught a bomb but plays a whistle dead with a sack. Tyler Van Dyke at quarterback. So I guess they throwing bombs. Reading caught a bomb. Hopefully they give us the video so we can see that. That'll be nice.
They're saying that TVD is throwing NFL stuff right now. They're saying TVD is just killing it. But
Yeah, I've read that too, man. He's
third team unit featured a ton of freshmen.
I think he's gonna be quarterback. He's gonna be QB2 when the season starts.
I think so as well.
It said third team unit featured a ton of freshmen. James Williams breaks up Jake Garcia's first pass of the day, intended for Brashard Smith, and almost picked it off. So, like I said, the guy was number one safety in the country. If leave him at safety until proven otherwise.
We're talking James Williams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This year, I see James bouncing between safety and possibly striker and like going back and forth with that just because of his size right now. But by this time next year, I see him having another 30 pounds on him, easy, if not more. I just don't know how you keep him back there at that size. Again, I'm just saying in the future, not right now. This season, I don't see any reason why he can't do it. But in the future, he's going to be a hand in the dirt kind of player. I agree with Coach Hayes. Coach Hayes always says his money position is going to be defensive end when he grows, when he gets bigger, and I agree with that too.
But he may not get 30 pounds. Like look at Sean Taylor.
Yeah.
Sean Taylor didn't put on like 30 extra pounds, like because Sean Taylor didn't lift a lot like that because he didn't want to put that weight on because he was true to wanted to be a safety. So my thing is like let's just look. My thing is let's just let it play out.
Yeah.
And let it see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a rush to have this man put his hands in the dirt.
Right.
When I've done seen, like I was saying earlier, God, T2I, help me out. I forgot his name already. From the Legion of Boom.
Oh, Cam Chancellor.
Cam Chancellor. He was like 230 safety. So it wasn't the enforcer of that defense. So yeah, man, look, put it like this. We got a special player.
Yeah.
That could do many things for us on the defense.
So let me give this guy his treatment once again.
What is this dude doing?
This man said,
I don't know what.
Mommy not even playing on TV.
Oh God!
Shut your stupid ass. Shut your stupid ass. Say that. Some man say it.
So Miami and Alabama playing first game of the year, and this guy said it's not going to be on TV.
On ABC at that.
No. The TV he's got is the ones that the Flintstones used to have, where you stand behind it with the little dinosaurs and everything. Oh God, I don't know where we get these Florida State fans.
He's just trolling.
Yeah, that's all he's doing. Tell him to worry about his team. Tell him to worry about that. And when we come up the trailer Hassie.
Vikings putting on a contest catch clinic with wide receivers. Gotta love it. Best at the contest catch drill. Rambo, Jacoby, Redden, and Brashard.
Hey, don't be surprised if you see. I mean, I expect Redden to get some burn too. Don't be surprised about Jacoby George. Man.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see Reddens rotating in a lot this season. Like I said, it's a fast tempo offense. Those receivers are gonna get fatigued. We're gonna see a lot of rotation.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of everybody in there. I see a lot of everybody getting burned this year. I mean, because the wide receiver position is so undecided that they're just going to keep bringing guys in left and right and just letting everybody get something. And then obviously as the season progresses and guys really start separating themselves like Carly did last year, then you'll see the cream rise to the top. But my bank is – go ahead, sorry.
And I'm sorry. I'm about to say, look, don't let all our receivers, when they get in, just be balling, like really balling. Then it's going to be so disgusting. because everybody's gonna come in. They're gonna make plays. It's gonna be disgusting in a good way though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why is it a bad thing?
It's gonna be disgusting in a good way. The good way for us is gonna be disgusting for the opposition.
I hope so.
Me personally, I love to see it against Florida State.
I'd love to see it against everybody.
Right.
Yeah, especially Florida State. Run up the score. Manny already said this year he's not turning off the dogs. So let it go.
Hey, okay, thanks. Hey, thanks, Chance Hurricane. He was like said Cam Chancellor was 6'3", 230.
Yeah.
But right, it's Redden with another grab from Tyler Van Dyke. He's been good today. Jalen Harrell in coverage, so I guess he got a good catch over Jalen. Tyler Van Dyke to Redden again on a long ball for 40-yard touchdown. So
nice, yeah.
Look, that offense is they full throttle, ain't they? Everything we've been reading is bombs over Baghdad down there.
Yeah, but nobody's getting hit. So if you're not afraid of the footsteps coming at you, you can go out there and catch all day long. It's when them footsteps start hitting is when things are going to change a little bit.
Hey, look, I'm just happy to see that, hearing that they're catching.
Yes. Yeah, you ain't lying about that, man. I just want to see dudes get hands on the ball and hold on to it.
All right, 11-on-11 time. De'Eric working down the field nicely, distributing to all wide receivers. Our wide receivers are night and day. We're going to be able to stretch defenses.
Hope so.
Perfect. That's the dream.
Yeah.
Let's make it a reality. Say, man, Keyshawn Smith make it look easy creating space.
And that was one of the things I said last year, and I was talking about. I said, every time Keyshawn Smith got in the game, he was always open.
Yep.
He always got open, and sometimes it was an overthrown ball, or he got held, and the referee didn't throw no PI, but he always got open. He always was behind the DB every time.
I'm so excited to see what he's going to do on the field. I mean, if we're able to put together packages where they give him just a little bit of space and put the ball in his hands, it's going to be nasty.
It's Berger. It's funny you say that because I was just like yesterday. I was just envisioning him catching like a 5-yard slant against Bama and taking that thing 80, thing 80 and just killing the defense, pulling away from everybody.
Hey, I'd be happy if you give him something like that and let him pick up chunks of 15, 20, 25 each time. I'd be happy with that all day long because that's the kind of consistency we need in our receiving corps. And that was the kind of stuff last year that really hurt us is when we were trying stuff like that and the receivers dropped the ball and just kill momentum on the drive. We're just like left sitting there instead of, being in like a 1st and 10 on the 40, we're left sitting back as a 3rd and 16 on the 16.
Right.
And it's just that tears your team apart after a little while, So hopefully that changes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, T2.
Go ahead. You go ahead. I was just gonna read. You go ahead.
Oh no, I was just getting ready to say, man. I just got a feeling that this season is going to be different.
Hope so.
I got a feeling that this is going to be different, man. And it's our time, right? As a program and as fans, it's our time. It's our time.
It's the best time. 91% came back. We ain't too young.
Yeah, I mean we got a lot of people. We got a lot of people coming back that made this a lot stronger of a team. So just want to get started, man. I'm like off season starting to get to me. I want to get to game time early. So happy practice started. Now we have like real stuff to look at and talk about.
Yeah, plus preseason too for the NFL. If anybody watching, so
I heard Dallas played Pittsburgh the other night. I didn't even see it.
Dallas got beat. Been impressed by the progress DJ Ivey has made. Feel like the leader in terms of guys making a jump. That was said by Manny Navarro. So
I've heard that DJ is playing really well. They said that he's the past 2 days he's really been showing out. He's been showing himself as a leader and so forth. So if he's turning the corner and becoming the kind of player that we all hoped he could be, the more power to him. I mean, apparently T-Rob is really, really high on him, really likes him, really believes in him. So, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Say Quincy Roche was balling with the Steelers. Hey.
Yeah, he played pretty well. He had a sack. He played pretty well.
All right, so Keyshawn, looking to go deep on Ivy, but Ivy stays tight and get the PBU. Dunson had a nice 1-2 on the inside slant, So our DV plays being, picking up a little bit.
I just hope
that's that T-Rob and DVD effect.
Well, I hope so.
Man, but I like Rump too, man. I think I like Rump too, man. Rump was a great teacher, yo.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to see from our cornerbacks, most of all, turn around, look at the ball when it's in the air. That's just somebody turn around, look at the ball, get the interception.
Well, sometimes some DBs they just don't feel comfortable when they're not in phase. When they're not in phase where they getting beat, sometimes you're taught not to, you're taught not to look back, just to bust your butt. And when the receiver shoot his hands, you shoot your hands at his hands. So, but to what you were saying, Bergie, I read a couple of things where they said the DBs would turn their head around looking for the ball.
I hope, because I agree with what you just said about how sometimes you just look for the hands and then you throw your hands up too. But we got burned by that a lot last year. I mean, we really, and especially, and DJ Ivy, was a victim of that, of not turning around and looking and just getting toasted. So,
if that becomes like something that's consistent with our DBs. There's going to be that one team coach that says, all right, well, every time you throw up your hands, that's when he throws up his hands because he's not looking. Throw your hands up and them running right into you. Pass interference.
Yeah. Yeah, you can play mind games like that for sure. Absolutely.
The ball wasn't even thrown in that direction. Pass interference. All right, so Knighton showing off his cutting abilities with a couple in and out cuts with speed. That's a tough move to defend. So, Knighton's shown basically the speed that he is making his cuts. King finds Harley on the first play of the red zone for 18 yards. Cam shows good bursts. Gain for 12 yards around the edge. Okay, so Cam's starting to get it moving. Justice, basically the guy that they just brought in from UNLV. At second team left guard, Jordan Miller with a nice pressure. And Restrepo with a touchdown from Garcia to close out practice. That's good. That's a good way to close out practice.
Yeah, it is.
So Restrepo being Restrepo, man, making them catches. I'm hoping to see him on the field more often this season. Like I said, that up-tempo offense, he's got to be on the field. He's been too consistent not to be on the field. He's made the hard catches that half of the guys have been dropping. So we got to see him on the field.
He's working. I mean, everything that you hear about the kid, he's the hardest worker on the team. So, you got to love a kid like that. And to be able to be the hardest worker and produce at the same time works for me. Hey, one thing I wanted to ask, what was the list that they got Knighton on? One of the lists that they have him for potentially being, one of the best all-around players in college football this year. I forget the name of the award, but he was on one of the early watch lists for that because he's going to be like a jackknife type player as far as being able to do everything, catching passes out of the backfield, being a running back, being in different packages to just get the ball in his hands. So that should be exciting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen some of those awards but I can't remember the name either. But I know I've seen one with Bubba Bolden. I think that was for I seen one for Bubba Bolden, but I can't remember what it was.
Right. Yeah, I just don't know the name, but I know that I saw that Jalen Knight was up for something as for like the all-purpose player and whatnot. So hopefully he earns it.
All right, so first 2 days of camp, man.
In the books.
Hopefully things keep going the way it's going. We don't get no injuries. We get a healthy team coming out. Go up to Atlanta. Hopefully we stump some elephants.
It's a hell of a way to start the season by getting the biggest dog on the block. I mean, if you ever wanted a litmus test to know where you are, you're about to get it. So, hopefully Manny has these guys ready to go, man, and we see a completely different team than what we've seen, in the past. And it's going to be big, man. I'm excited for it. It's going to be big.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago, they came out. 247 Sports came out with basically prediction scores for games, and they basically had us losing that game 52-17 against Alabama.
Yep, I saw that. Yep.
So my message to Manny Diaz is get that score and put it all over the locker room. Give these guys some motivation. This is what they think of us. This is what they think is going to happen. Go out there, work hard, and prove them wrong. That's all I can say for that.
Yeah, that'll be my message.
Maiden Dade is saying Paul Horning Award, recognizing the most versatile player. Thank you, Maiden Dade. Appreciate that. I wasn't sure of the name of it. You got it.
Okay. Yeah, man. It's a lot of players on our team that could be up for some awards. I know the kicker, punter. I know he's up for awards too.
Oh, Headley's awesome. That guy should win everything. He should win best player in college football. He's so awesome. I love Headley.
So T2Y, I'm about to 86 this. I gotta go jump in this Zoom link real quick. But I appreciate you allowing me to come on, bro. Rap with y'all for a minute and rap to your audience. I appreciate it, man. It's always love.
Let them know where to find you, man. All
right, my show is Storm Warning. I'm A Black, my partner Big Groove. You can locate me at Twitter at ABlack2, and you can find me on Instagram, on IG, Storm Warning, A Black.
Alrighty, make sure y'all go check out Storm Warning, man.
And our shows are normally Thursday nights at 9:30. So come through, hit the like button and subscribe, Yeah,
constructive debates. They have a lot of those on there, man. It's entertaining. Make sure y'all go check them out. All right, so.
All right, man. Pleasure talking to you, buddy.
You too, Bergie.
I think pretty much all the updates for camp for 2 days we went through. Like I said, if most of you guys joined late and you didn't hear about it yesterday or today or whatever, Peyton is no longer on the team right now.
Yeah. Hope he's all right.
Yeah, for him, it's personal reason. He said he'll be back, so hopefully everything goes well for him. And then Cam Williams, he's off the team completely because of grades, and he basically hit the transfer portal. So
did you hear what he wrote on his Twitter thing?
Yeah, I saw the message and he deleted it. He deleted it after, but the damage was done. Enough people saw it.
Yeah,
even screenshotted it.
That was just stupid, man.
He basically threw salt in our recruitment, saying
he said,
basically it's not what it seems.
Yep. Because it's my fault. It's the team's fault that he didn't study and get his grades up.
Yeah, you gotta go to class. Miami has an academic requirement. You gotta meet it.
Yep.
You don't, you're either gonna be on the bench or you're not gonna be on the team.
Yep.
It's that simple. It's not like these guys don't know this. So at the end of the day, they're being strict and they're standing on their words. If you don't get your grades up, if you don't maintain, you're not just here to play football. You're here to get a great education. There's so many kids out there that wish for this opportunity. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, to get it, you're getting a free ride at a very prestigious school in Miami. I mean, take the football out of it, just education-wise. Miami is a top-notch school to get an education from, and to get a free ride and just throw it away. Ugh. But again, look, wherever he ends up, I wish the kid the best. I hope, he's able to turn himself around, learn from the mistake, and, get something out of it.
Yep. Hopefully he learns. But anyways, guys, appreciate all of you guys for coming through tonight. I'm going to wrap up the show. We pretty much went through all the updates and stuff like that. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. And, y'all have a good night. Go Canes. Have a good night, Bergie.
All right, buddy. You take care of yourself.
All right, you too, man.
Bye.